Alrighty, we're here with Delta Financial. So this is probably my third or fourth time making this video. The last few videos were just way too long, like over 20 minutes, and it's just too long. So I'm just gonna make this video strictly about the tokenomics of the platform because that is the most complex and most intriguing part of this entire protocol. I'm gonna let you do your own research regarding the options details and what its use cases, because if I go into both of them, it's just going to go into, the video is just going to be way too long. So let's just head straight into the tokenomics of Delta Financial. Um, so it all revolves around the vesting schedules, right? So the first vesting schedule that we have for the Delta token is the transfer vest. So basically, whenever Delta is transferred, a token vesting schedule is activated. 10% of the total token balance is sent to the user, while 90% is initially locked and released linearly over a 2-week period. A token transfer cancels the vesting schedule, and the immature tokens get distributed to the vault as staking rewards. So what this means is the moment you buy Delta from Uniswap, or you transfer Delta, you get 10%, and then the remaining 90% is slowly released to you over a 14-day period or a 2-week period. Yeah. Very important, this bit here, because I feel like a lot of people are going to get wrecked doing this, because if you do a transfer during the vesting period, all those immature tokens that you were meant to be receiving over the next 14 days get cancelled, and that goes straight to the vault and you get none of it, right? So be very careful with this. When you buy it, make sure you don't do jack shit with it apart from staking it. All right, I'll get into that bit later, because staking doesn't interrupt the vesting schedule. But don't transfer it to another wallet. Don't even think about selling it, because you are going to lose 90% of it. The only reason you would want to do that is if your 10% just gives you ridiculous amount of profit and you just want to get out. Okay. Another good benefit of this is it absolutely destroys bots. So if you have like a sniper bot who just snipes the listings at open, and we've seen heaps of these guys around, and they make a killing just sniping that open. In this instance with Delta, if they snipe, they're actually going to get fucked, because none of these bots want to hold like 500 ETH of the asset. They're just in and out, right? They're just for that quick scalp. So if they buy real quick and then they sell instantly in like 2 minutes, that's 90% of what they bought gone to the vaults. So the bots get fucked, and the token holders and the stakers get rewarded. And this is just amazing. Like, I live for this shit. The more bots that get wrecked, the happier I am. Okay, so that's the vesting schedule covered. Be very, very aware of that. That leads us on to how do we actually get these Delta tokens, right? So Delta staking is starting off with something called a limited staking window, where they're going to have a week where you can basically stake your Ethereum. That Ethereum gets locked permanently, and after a week you get something called the rebasing liquidity pool token, or for short, the RLP token. So what is the RLP token? Basically, it gives you a part of the Delta infrastructure. You've just got a portion of that liquidity in this token captured forever, basically. Yeah. And what can you do with this RLP? So after that week is over of the limited staking window, you can so once that week is over is when the Delta token goes live on Uniswap. When that happens, you can stake your RLP tokens into the Delta vault, the deep farming vault, and you can receive rewards in Ethereum and in Delta. So initially, RLP tokens can be staked in the deep farming vault to earn yield for the entire system, paid out as Delta and Ethereum. So with the RLP tokens, the cheapest price you can get them is during the LSW, the limited staking window, because every RLP after the window is over is going to be exponentially more expensive. So it's got a 10% rebase that happens every day. So every day the cost of minting new RLP tokens goes up by 10% every single day in perpetuity. So after a few weeks, this shit is going to be worth like millions, right? Whether we can sell it or not, I don't know, but the price of minting it is going to be very expensive. So I would say the RLP tokens that are minted in the first maybe 2 weeks, that's going to be it. There's going to be no more RLP tokens because the price is just going to be astronomically expensive after that. So the next token obviously is the Delta token. We talked about the vesting schedule before. So you can get Delta tokens through staking in the vault, or you can buy this on Uniswap. Be aware again, if you buy it on Uniswap, you are subject to the 14-day vesting period. Yeah, so this is just a quick graphical representation. So you buy using ETH on Uniswap, you receive Delta. Instantly, that goes into a vesting schedule contract. You get 10%, remaining 90% is slowly vested, slowly leaked into your wallet. This is another graphical representation. That's your wallet. That's the vested locked Delta, slowly being released into your wallet, and in day 14, it's all vested into your wallet. This is what happens if you cancel it. Let this refresh. This is the end of the GIF. Here we go. So this is your wallet. This is the Delta that you're receiving through the 14-day schedule. And you interrupt the schedule on day 7. You sell that. The unvested amount gets distributed to the deep farming vault, gets distributed to stakers, and comes through as reward. Okay. So that's a brief overview of the 14-day vesting schedule and how that affects the deep farming vault with Delta and what RLP is. So now we move on to the deep farming vault and how you can maximize your yield. So there's a couple of different features of this vault that's pretty unique to the Delta ecosystem. So you stake your RLP to earn Delta and Ethereum as well. You stake your Delta to earn Delta and Ethereum as well. And there's a reward multiplier that's affecting the Delta rewards and the RLP rewards as well. Yeah. So this just goes into what the revenue split from the interruptions goes into. There's just multiple stuff here. Okay, so in regards to staking your RLP tokens in the deep farming vault, you get yields in Delta and Ethereum, and you get a fixed Delta reward rate. Okay, this 30x isn't what it's going to be. This depends on how many LSWs minted. Sorry, how many RLPs minted during the LSW. So it could be 30, it could be more, could be less. Don't know, but the reward multiplier is permanent. So this RLP is super crucial to the ecosystem, and the more you have, the better you're going to be. The next is staking your Delta. So with staking Delta, this here is an important thing to note, right? Staking Delta in the deep farming vault is whitelisted and does not interrupt your vesting schedule. What this basically means is if you buy 100 Delta from Uniswap and you get 10 Delta, right, and the remaining 90 is slowly leaked into your balance over the next 14 days, if you choose to stake your Delta, that does not count as an interruption, so you will still be receiving your 90%, but this is something that's not mentioned here, but when you do stake it, the balance that is staked is 100%. So if you've bought that 100 Delta tokens, your staking balance is going to be 100, right? Pretty sweet. So the reward multiplier is variable, unlike the RLP, which is permanent. Here you start off week 1 10x, 7x, 4x, 1x. As you go down the weeks, reduces by 3x every week. So to maintain your reward multiplier, you've got to deposit 10% of the principal into the deep farming vault to keep the reward multiplier stable. So this key thing to note here is when you deposit 50%, so when you deposit towards your reward multiplier, 50% of your deposit becomes permanently locked, right? Be aware of that. While the rest is added to your principal. So if you have $100, 100 delta in your principal, you want to add 10 delta to keep this principal level, keep this reward level maintained. You're going to add 10 delta, but 5 of those delta gets permanently burnt, right? So delta is deflationary, so that 5 gets permanently burnt. The other 5 gets added to your total, okay? Just be aware of that. You can choose to reinvest delta staking rewards to maintain the reward multiplier. So, you know, if you get, say, 50, if you get 50 delta as reward, you can just reinvest that into your reward multiplier. However, you can't reinvest that into your total principal, right? This only goes towards your reward multiplier. So just be wary of that. So now we go into the withdrawal process. This here is probably one of the more complicated elements of delta. So here, basically, the Ethereum rewards have no vesting period. You stake your delta, you stake your RLP, you get your Ethereum rewards. You can instantly withdraw that. There's no problems there. However, with the delta withdrawals, they go through a vesting period. Yeah. So when claiming delta rewards, a withdrawal contract is created, which starts a 1-year vesting cycle for the staking rewards. Delta is continuously maturing in that contract throughout the year. Upon finalizing the withdrawal, the user receives 5% of the total rewards and matured delta. The unmatured delta from the vesting cycle is distributed back to the deep farming vault. Multipliers are lost when the delta withdrawal process is started. So this is massive, right? So you're basically vesting your delta rewards for 365 days. I've got a Word document here where I just kind of briefly go over it in a bit more detail. So claiming your delta basically has 2 stages. Yeah, initiating the withdrawal contract is one stage. Finalizing the withdrawal contract, where you claim it to your wallet, is another stage, right? So initiating the withdrawal cancels your reward multiplier on delta staking. Once you initiate your withdrawal, you immediately can claim 5% of your tokens, and the remaining 95% is vested over 365 days, released continuously. So you can see this here. I'm just going to zoom that in. You can see this here, where instantly you get your 5%. The yield curve is flat, right? Notice how it's flat, and then after the 5%, which is going to be I don't know, a few days, few weeks, it's your balance starts increasing. Okay, and this goes on for 365 days until you hit that 100%. So if you choose to withdraw your delta anywhere in between here, any amount that's vested that is remaining for you to receive gets distributed back to the vault. Yeah, so be wary of that. Be wary of that. Just quickly going back to the 2 options you have when you deposit to the vault with your delta tokens. I don't think I was clear before, but I just made this quick little shitty little MS Paint infograph. So you have 2 options when you deposit into the Delta Deep Farming Vault. Option 1, deposit delta to your total amount. There's no lock on withdrawal, off, or deposit. Right, so you can withdraw your total deposit with no vesting period. However, if you choose to add to your principal 50%, if you choose to add to your reward multiplier, which is 10% of your total delta amount principal, that'll result in 50% of your deposited delta being locked and burned forever. Yeah, this is, you have 2 options. One option, there's no burn. Second option, there's a burn. Okay, be aware of that. I'm sure that there will be buttons when the protocol launches that'll explain. Oh, that'll have it a bit more clearer than that. Yeah, okay. I think that's it for here. Just pause this video to have a look at these little diagrams here. This just goes over what I explained before in just a bit more detail. I don't want to keep this video going on for too long. It's already gone on longer than I wanted it to. just another thing I wanted to mention is there is a referral program. Um, so I'll link my referral link in the description box below. Basically, you get 10%. If you use my referral link, you get 10% of whatever you contribute, and I get 5% in bonus credit and 5% in Ethereum of your total. So this is like a win-win, right? If you just do it without this referral link, um, you're just gonna deposit whatever you deposit. But if you use this, you don't lose anything. You only gain an extra 10%. So it's a no-brainer. Just use my link. I gain something. You gain something. It's a win-win. No one loses. I'll link that in the description box below. But yeah, that's basically Delta Financial, man. It's a mouthful. There's a lot to swallow, a lot to digest, a lot of moving parts, but it's pretty interesting. It's never been done before. It's very unique. The game theory element that is here is, I think it's pretty revolutionary. The liquidity that it's going to actually provide to the protocol as well is going to be massive, and that's also revolutionary. Obviously, I haven't gone into that as much in this video because it's already pretty long. Go through the Medium articles, you'll see what I'm talking about. If you have any questions regarding the tokenomics, let me know. Comment down below. I'll gladly answer. I'll also link their Telegram down below as well. You can ask the mods in the Telegram chat. But yeah, tell me what kind of strategies you guys are going to employ here, because there's multiple ways you can skin this cat. There's a few different ways you can maximize your yield. One quick little way I can discuss now is you just every week you start withdrawing your Delta rewards, so that by the end of the year, or by whenever you choose to start withdrawing or claiming your rewards, you're going to have a continuous stream of withdrawals that you can get every week, right? So obviously this is a long-term play. This isn't like a short-term flip. But I think that this protocol here has some big potential. So, in a year, man, this shit might be 100x. Who knows? Yep. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Thanks for listening, guys. Catch you. Bye.